Hi everyone, so I am here to do a tag video for you guys. So this is the Wheel of the Year tag, which was created by Crescent Moon Reads. So I'm going to start by saying that while this is basically based in a pagan or Wiccan belief, etc., you do not have to be of this faith, religion, mindset to do this tag, obviously. A lot of it has to do with nature and such, so I think it's, even though it is somewhat founded in a religion, I guess you would say, again, it's open to anybody. And so I'm going to tag Night Fear, Time for Books, Mindy's Book Journey, Todd the Librarian, Matilda Gothica, The Lost Reader, and anybody else who wants to do this. There's a whole list of people, so if you want to do this tag, you are tagged. So the first one is in bulk. Actually, I think it might be in bulk. I'm not very educated on this myself. Some of this is new to me too, because I haven't looked into the Esbats or Sabbats, aka the holidays, so much as the theology and history and all that other stuff, so I haven't gotten to everything. I'm also not sure if I'd qualify as technically being a Wiccan anyways. So if I pronounce some of these wrong, I'm sorry. Like I said, I haven't got fully into all this just yet. But new beginnings, rebirth, spring. What new to you series are you anxious to start? So I've been trying to get into more dystopia lately, and I've heard nothing but a lot of good things about Legend. I can't remember if I've heard too many bad things. It seems a lot of people like it. I guess it has two protagonists. It's pretty fast-paced, I guess. It's entertaining. So yeah. And then The Lightning Thief, I'm getting more into mythology. And I hear, even though it's written, I guess, more for middle grade, actually, it still tells the mythology pretty well. Next is Ostara, Perfect Balance, Light Coming to Defeat Dark. Name a book with a happy ending, and I'm going to go with something I just recently read, which was Matilda. Matilda had two characters, Matilda and her teacher, and both of them had kind of crappy lives, really. And I like the friendship that they built. And I like that a happy ending isn't always girl meets boy and, life is all better again, because there's different relationships. There's friends, there is boyfriend or girlfriend, or, any variation of those kind of relationships. There's parent and child and grandparents. Not everything has to be freaking romantic and everything. And I just like the fact that they found a happiness at the end. The next one is Beltane, Fertility, Vitality, Time for Passion and Love. Name your favorite passionate couple, whether they're canon or not. Now, I don't read a whole lot of romance. I don't know about extremely passionate. But one couple I loved comes from my favorite series, and it's probably not who you guys think it is. It is Finnick Odair and Annie Cresta. The stuff those poor people went through, to be with each other. The fact that, odds were kind of stacked against them, not just with society, but within themselves and how people perceived them. Like, Finnick could have had anybody he wanted. Basically, that's what the books portray. But he loved the girl from his town, this shy, quiet, and kind of mentally unstable girl. they weren't perfect people. There was more to them than what society saw, and they loved each other for who they were. And my God, what happened to those people were tragic, but I'm not going to get into that because spoiler stuff, and you should definitely read the series, but I'm going to go with Finnick and Annie. Next is Letha. Longest day, the sun is in full power. What character makes you feel ready to party? I know it's strange, but I feel like he would put on a fun party. Like, who would not want to go to a party with Garfield and friends? I mean, first of all, talking cat. Second of all, like, you wouldn't feel like a pig partying out and everything, or pigging out and partying and all that other stuff, because Garfield's a fat cat lasagna eating machine basically, and I feel like he would be sarcastic and you can make fun of like mean people and such, and say the stuff that you normally couldn't say out in society. Like, it would be a close group of friends who would just have fun. And again, I know he's a cat, but I feel we would have a lot of fun with Garfield. Next is Lamas. First harvest, going into autumn. First grain is harvested. What tasty treats would you want to pull right from the pages? All the way from her very poor dishes in District 12 to the elaborate things in the capital, Katniss just basically makes you want to eat. And maybe it's because you are reading about a protagonist that usually starves, and she goes into this place of luxury, and then they have like this lamb and dried plum stew, and like chicken and pheasant, and with all these sauces and everything, and it's all just very elaborate and everything, and it sounds very good. Next is Mabon. Perfect balance. The first day of autumn. Dark defeats the light. A time of reflection. What project are you proud to have made progress in? Well, first of all, that my TBR is a little bit more organized. I'm kind of proud of that. That I'm definitely reading more, whether physical or through audio. But also, my writing project. I'm in between two, but my working title right now is Kendra in Java Land, but I don't know what I'm going to fully call it. I'm a few thousand words in, so I'm making progress on that. Next one is Samhain. Boundary between the worlds is the thinnest. So this is a lot of where the origins of Halloween came from and such. And it is usually a time seen to honor ancestors. So basically the question is asking about a book that has your ancestry in it, and if you have not read it, what would you like to see like represented in literature, etc. So I am among many things. Two of them would be Irish and German. And going back to the first question, which I mentioned Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief, which is based around Greek mythology, I would like to see more like Germanic or Celtic, maybe themed books. Maybe like a children's or young adult series based around the Celtic gods or the Nordic gods or anything of that kind of area. I think that would be interesting. I mean, I know there's certain things like in Marvel and everything, but I'm talking about like the whole pantheons and all that other stuff. So I think that would be cool. The next one is Yule, which is the last question. Deep is dark. We wait for the light to return. So what book had a heavy topic, but ultimately relayed a message of hope? Are you honestly surprised that this was on here? You watch my channel, you shouldn't be. I think as dark and gritty, even for a middle grade series as a series can get. Because this series covers a lot of heavy topics. First of all, the death of children. People getting entertainment out of the death of children. Starvation, depression, abandonment, trust, the value of life, and prejudice, all that other stuff. But I think that the series also shows that even when you are in the darkest of times, even when you think there is no hope because you feel like you are being crushed, and sometimes you literally are, that even though there's evil all around you, there is still goodness in people. There is still hope. There are still people willing to help and to fight for those who don't have a voice, for those less fortunate than them. Basically, it shows, even in the darkest of times, there is still good in people. And that's what I take from it. So anyways, that is the tag. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.